Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my lovelies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to day number 7. Day number 7 of 8 days of Christmas. I'm so excited. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I'm so I just can't wait. I can't wait to watch my baby open all of his presents. I cannot wait to call a winner for the giveaway. I just cannot wait, you guys. I'm so excited. But tonight, I figured I would go for look number 7, lucky number 7. I figured I would go for something classic and just screams the holidays. Super wearable, very easy, and just universally flattering. So I went for a very classic glam look. This is what the eye look looks like. Classic smoky gray and silver with a little bit of black thrown in, and it is good to go. This is perfect for any kind of party, for any kind of family get together. You could rock this to anything from brunch to, maybe not brunch. I would rock it to brunch, but any kind of evening activity, I guess. This is kind of perfect for it. Classic smoky eye. I am so in love with it. I paired it with a slightly berry toned red lip. Living for it. I'm loving the combination. I'm super happy with how this look turned out. And can we just talk about the eyebrow day that I'm having today? Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for good eyebrow days. This one is kind of like my trouble brow, but this one is on point. I am so happy with it. And that's the one that you guys see the most. So I'll take it. I will take it. Guys, I'm super excited. I'm going to be using 2 different palettes today. So the first one being the Baroque palette from Colourpop. I'm sure everybody and their mama has this palette. This is kind of like a very classic, kind of like glam, kind of smoky palette. Really beautiful. And then the next palette that I have, I got this off of Wanderlust Beauty. This is the Bad Habit After Party. I think this is just a dupe for one of the Huda Beauty palettes. This is what the inside of it looks like. Really just kind of very classic, cool toned, neutral palette, but this silver is really special. So I used this silver and this shimmer right here, this kind of like pink champagne. Really beautiful, very special shimmers. You do need to wet them for them to really do their thing, but we'll get there. We're not quite there yet. I already have my eyeshadow primer on. I used my Hard Candy, I'm back. I used my Hard Candy, oh my gosh, and I grabbed the wrong tube. It's the Hard Candy eyeshadow primer. I think it's just like Eyes to the Limit eyeshadow primer. Anyway, oh, it's sitting right in front of me, guys. Okay, yes, it's Eyes to the Limit eyeshadow primer. That's what she looks like. Really big tube. You get not even half an ounce in here, so I don't know why the tube is so big, because I'm sure half of it is empty. Anyway, I'm trying to use it up before it expires, and it works. It's a good eyeshadow primer. Not my favorite, but it works and it does what it's supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair back. And let's get to it. The first one we're gonna dip into is the the Baroque palette. Oh my gosh, y'all I don't even know what I'm doing today. We're gonna go into the Baroque palette first and go into this really beautiful, very light, like dove gray kind of moment. Just gonna take that on a big fluffy brush. This is my, let me get my towel. This is my Lottie London LEO 10 brush. Love this. Just gonna take this and dust this right up underneath my eyebrow. Just do a light dusting of it. Nothing too heavy. Just kind of serve as our base. I am so ready for Christmas. My son is being he's ready for Christmas as well, but he's so ready to open his presents. He's like frothing at the mouth to get at those presents under the tree, guys. I can see, fix my bat wings. I can see him staring at the presents under the tree like they're his long lost loves, you know, Just kind of like, and then I just hear that song, tomorrow, tomorrow. I just know that's what's going on in his head. Just kind of building up this pigment. And it's not even that I have anything under the tree to open, because I don't. I already got my Christmas presents because I'm spoiled and my honey bunny didn't make me wait. But it's just like Christmas morning, you know? I am hoping to the Lord that I feel a little bit better. I know that I hide it real well. I'm a great actress, but I hide it real well. But y'all, I feel like death warmed over. I just am not like recuperating as quickly as I would like to be. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that I can like really just like get over it and have a really good Christmas morning. So I'm going to go into a little bit deeper of a shade now. This is going to go super, super quick. I'm going to go into a slightly like thinner flat brush. This is what she looks like. Just kind of like a thin, fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into, I'm going to mix two different shades. So I'm going to mix this one right here. This is called Secret with BB or Bebe. So this one and this one. This one has a little bit of like those really fine micro shimmers in it, like micro glitter. And this is just like a flat matte, kind of like gray color. Not necessarily charcoal, it's a bit lighter than that. And we're just going to very gently dip into both of these colors. Lots of pigment, really, really nice amount of pigment here. And we're just going to start fluffing this out. Starting at the outer edge, because that's where we want the deepest pigmentation to be. And just kind of bringing it in towards our inner corner. The thing with a smoky eye is if you don't take your time and if you don't blend correctly, especially when you're using like deep tones like this, like deep dark gray tones, it can look super, super messy really quickly. So really take your time and do little bits of pigment at a time. It can get too dark way too fast. So really just do tiny bits at a time. I always say it's much easier to add than it is to subtract. It is so much easier to add more pigment to your eye than it is to take it away once you put it there. And I'm just gonna drag it into my inner corner. Just like that. I don't want to blend this up too awful high. So I'm going to go back in to that first brush, our Lottie London LEO 10. And I'm going to dip just a bit more into that gray color, that first really light dove gray color that we used. And I'm going to take this and really work this edge and really get a very like even blend the whole way across my eye. But that way, by using like a cleaner brush, we're not adding any more of that dark pigmentation to the eye. So we can soften and blend without worrying about taking it way higher than we wanted it to be in the first place. So trust and believe, I will be posting tons of pictures, tons and tons of pictures come Christmas morning. But what I'm really excited about are all the sales that happen after Christmas. I'm more excited about like the after Christmas sales than I am about Black Friday, because everybody like overstocks and stuff. So everything goes on sale super, super cheap. Y'all just don't even know. I've been saving up money because I am going to go ham and I'm going to buy all kinds of stuff. I am super excited about doing tons more giveaways. Like I want to do at least 1 or 2 giveaways a month, kind of, and like announcing it like surprise in a video. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait. But I'm gonna try to pick up stuff for the giveaways when everything goes on stock. The big sale that I'm really waiting on is Colourpop. Colourpop has like 3 or 4 palettes that I really, really want. I want the Orchid Yacht I want the Lucky Penny palette. I want the Tinkerbell palette. I want it so bad, but I think it's out of stock, and I don't know if they're going to bring it back or not. I want the, oh, there's just a ton. I want every single one of them. I don't know why I'm sitting here naming off individual. I want every single palette they've got. But I know that they go on sale, and I know that Colourpop has really fantastic sales. So I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to bide my time and wait till everything like really goes on sale for like dirt cheap. And then just like pounce on it. So that's really, really beautifully blended. We've got a really nice kind of fade going on. We're going to clean up this outer corner, so I'm not too worried about that. But this looks really, really nice. So let's deepen up our crease a little bit now. For that, I'm going to go into, again, a slightly smaller brush. I am going to use, what am I going to use, babes? Let's use this one. So this is just my Moda crease brush, just a teeny tiny kind of like detail fluffy brush. And we're going to go into, let's go into this kind of darker color now. Let's go into Stunner. Let's mix Lounge and Stunner. So this one and this one, and let's see where that takes us. I don't need a ton of depth, but I do want to deepen up my crease and my outer corner just a smidge. With gray tones like this, it's really all about a gradient, because you're not going to see individual colors so much as you are just going to be like, see just varying depths. That's what I'm trying to say. Depth. I'm trying to get a little bit of depth going on here so it doesn't look like just a flat gray eye. And I'm going to bring this all the way through my crease, almost to my inner corner, but not quite. Just like that. And then make sure I get it on the outer corner of my lid, so that way when I put the shimmer on, again, we've got a little bit of depth going on so it doesn't look just flat. It's just these little touches that really do make the biggest difference when you're doing an eyeshadow look. I'm going to go back into the Lottie London brush, and I'm just going to take that through my crease. And again, just kind of marry everything together. This look is going to go so quick. I swear, guys, because we're almost there. Like, we're already almost done. It's kind of fantastic that way. This is one of those looks that really looks like you spent a lot of time, but you really just kind of threw it together. And this is one of those looks that when I first started doing like makeup, terrified me. It terrified me. I think in general, dark colors are scary just because there's so much pigment there, and it's so easy to, like, in your brain, it's so easy to really, really mess up. But once you really get used to where things go on your eye and where your lines are and where your curves are and really where you like to place things, it's just like using any other eyeshadow. Really, even just a little bit easier, just because the darker colors tend to hide your mistakes just a little bit better. But I will say, when you're using really, really dark pigment like this, you have to make sure that you lay down a nice even layer of pigment, because you will see any kind of patchiness. Like, this is not one of those things where a shimmer is going to hide your patchy blending. You really need to go in and make sure that you've got everything nice and even. See, now in my crease, I've got some serious patchiness going on. So I'm going to take that brush and dip into, let me show you what I'm using, and dip into those two colors that I used for my transition area. And I'm just going to build up my crease a little bit more because I have a little bit of patchiness going on. Just kind of moving it through my crease, making sure everything is nice and even. Just using circular buffing motions. Just like that. And now the patchiness is gone, and we've got a really nice, beautiful, solid opaque layer of pigment. I'm going to go back into my Moda brush and back in to those two darker gray colors. And I'm going to add just a bit more of this darker color through my crease and on the outer corner of my lid. And then we're going to move in to the second palette. Super, super easy. Really nothing to it at all. Maybe do just a little bit more of a blend up here, just to see if we can soften it just a little bit more. With this kind of eye look, there's really no such thing as over blending. Really, the more you blend, the better it's going to look. Okay, very, very happy with that. Let's go into the Bad Habit palette now. So this is what she looks like. I get this off of wanderlustbeauty.com, not Wander Beauty. Wander Beauty is a completely different website and a completely different brand. Wanderlust Beauty is kind of like it's like an online discount makeup store. So they've got all kinds of different brands. They've got a lot of knockoff and like imitation brands. So if you're not into that, you probably wouldn't be into this website. But they have like brands like IBY. They have Anastasia Beverly Hills. They have all kinds of really, really nice makeup for really, really great prices. I highly recommend them. I love that website. They have a section called $5 favorites. Oh, gets me every time. I love it so, so much. Y'all definitely should go check it out and see if there's anything there that you guys might be interested in. So I'm going to go into this really beautiful silver shimmer here. This is called Strobe Light. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is a bit powdery though, so we're going to have to spray it down with a little bit of setting spray to really make it stick and do what we want it to do. For that, I'm going to take a flat packing brush. Okay, my nails aren't dirty. A flat packing brush. I'm going to get a good amount of this on my brush. And then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. And just kind of wet it down. And start packing this onto my lid. I'm taking it all the way from my lash line up to my crease, but not too much higher. And then I'm going to slightly overlap that darker pigmentation we've got going on our outer corner, and just kind of rub my brush gently back and forth over the line where the two shadows meet to get a nice blend. Gentle pressure, you don't have to scrub at your eye. Just like that. I'm going to do one more layer of the silver just so I can make sure it's nice and opaque. But I didn't clean up my lid before I put the silver on because I wanted the depth that the black shadow provides, even like up around my crease. Like a lot of people probably would have cleaned it up and kind of done like gone for like a really clean cut crease. But because I left that darker color up in my crease, it's given my eye a lot of like depth, and it looks like it just gives it more movement, I think, and it's really, really pretty. It still looks clean and it still looks really well done, but it doesn't look flat. And we've still got that kind of faux cut crease moment going on, which is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. I'm super, super happy with this. We're going to do a little bit of a liner and a tiny bit of a wing, but before we do that, let's clean up just a little bit. I'm I'm going to take a makeup wipe. This is the only thing I use makeup wipes for. A lot of times I'll use a Q-tip with some micellar water, but I'm out at the moment. And I'm just going to kind of do a really nice, sharp edge. Just help keep it look super clean and super well done. And then that's also going to serve as a little bit of a guide for when I do my wing. You know, I don't know how I have been on here talking for 20 minutes already. I swear, the time just kind of flies by. It just right by me, and I don't know where it goes. It says, see you later. Okay, so for the wing, we're going to use, I ran out of my absolute favorite liquid eyeliner, which is the Maybelline Hyper Easy Liquid Liner. It's a brush tip applicator, super easy to work with. I love it so much, but I ran out of it as I was doing this eye, which broke my heart, which means I don't have a liquid liner. I have a liquid liner. I don't have my favorite liquid liner. So we're going to use one that I've never used before. This is brand new to me. This is the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Liquid Liner. This is in the shade Black Metal. It's probably not going to match perfectly to what I have going on over here, but beggars can't be choosers. And I didn't realize I was that low. I was almost out of product. I just didn't know. I didn't know, guys. So I'm going to do a thin line across my eye. This actually is working really, really well. It's nice and opaque. The applicator's really easy to work with. It's super, super black. That's okay. I'm not upset at all right now. And my lipstick is trying to move again. I hate that. Okay. So let's see if we can get a wing done. So I like to follow the line of my lower lash line. And kind of draw it straight out. And then come back in. Okay, not my best work, not my best wing, but it will work for this purpose. This is a great eyeliner. I found it really, really hard to get a nice precise wing with it though, because the brush tip applicator is, it's really flexible, which makes it really easy to like line your eye, but it's really hard to get that nice precise flick. So this is great for like line work on the eye, but not necessarily for a wing. But I will say that the actual formula was super, super easy to work with. Very, very black, really, really gorgeous. It laid down super easy. I like it. I like it. Maybe not for a wing, but it's a really, really good liquid eyeliner. I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite retractable liner. So this is the Milani Stay Put Liner in the shade After Dark. And I'm going to tight line both my upper and lower water lines. Just like that. Really brings some more drama. And then for our our lower lash line, we're gonna do just a really, just like a gray moment. Just kind of smoke it out just a little bit. We're gonna go back into the Baroque palette, and we're gonna use, let's use that really beautiful flat kind of mid-tone gray. So Bebe or BB, either one. And we're gonna take a really tiny, precise kind of like blending brush, because I don't want this to go all over the place. I'm gonna take my Do Color 12 brush, so teeny tiny detail blending brush, and I'm gonna very gently dip into here. Oh, should I probably do, let's do a little bit of concealer so it's got something to stick to first. Probably should do that. This is just my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Crayon Corrector. This is in the shade Fair Light. Just gonna blend that out. It's gonna help to correct a little bit of my darkness down here, but also give my eyeshadow a little something to stick to. So it'll show up a little bit better. And then going back into the Do Color 12 and dipping into that Bebe color. Bebe color. Starting at my outer corner where I want the pigment to be the darkest, and keeping it very close to my lash line. I'm just going to start smoothing that color on. Now, I like to stick much closer to my lash line the closer I get to my inner corner. I feel like if it gets too thick on the inner corner, it kind of droops your eye and drags your eye down. When you stick closer to your lash line, it kind of lifts your eye and gives you that like almond illusion, like the illusion that you've got almond shaped eyes. So I feel like it's super, super flattering. And then it doesn't look like you've just got black eyes. So now that that pigment is there, we're looking really, really dark. But using the same brush, we're going to go back into After Party. And there's a really beautiful kind of like camel color here. So this one right here, this is called Morning After. And we're going to dip into here. And we're going to go under the gray. And just kind of soften that edge a little bit. You don't need a ton, and I'm not going directly over the gray, but rather just underneath and slightly overlapping, and just working on that bottom edge to soften it and really fade it. Just like that. And then it fades and it looks real smoky and absolutely gorgeous. Now guys, this is our eye look. For a little bit of like extra oomph, we're gonna go into this gorgeous, gorgeous pink champagne color. This is called Hairspray. It's a very, very like pretty pink champagne color, very, very light. We're gonna take, let's take a clean brush. Let's take this Do Color brush. This is just a Do Color flat shader. And I'm gonna dip into that pink color and bring this right under the highest point of my brow. Just for a little highlight action. We're going to take this on the inner corner. And then kind of drag it onto the lash line just a little bit, just to help it kind of catch the light and really pull some brightness into this eye look. Just because everything is so dark and moody. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So, so pretty. Go heavy on the mascara. If ever an eye look called for super mascara, this one does. Guys, go for it. There is no such thing as too much mascara for this eye look. I'm going to go in with my Covergirl Supersizer and do a really nice layer. I've already curled my lashes. And I would do like 2 or 3 coats of good mascara. You could definitely put falsies on, and that would do you nothing but favors for sure. I don't mess with falsies, partially because they're uncomfortable, partially because they're a pain in the behind, mostly because I'm just not good at it. Nice big thick layer of mascara. And then for the bottom lashes, I would use my Lash Discovery and just do a really nice layer. On the bottom lashes as well. Don't go too hard on the bottom lashes, or else it'll darken up your under eye too much and kind of give you that raccoon eye effect. But just a little bit, just enough to kind of define everything, and babies, we are good to go. I would pair this with really beautiful matte, like high coverage skin. You don't have to do high coverage, but I would definitely go matte and then do like a really beaming highlight, kind of like, think old Hollywood, that really pearlescent like white skin. Not white skin, but like super, super matte. I say white skin because, like, you know, in the black and white photos, it's always just like almost ghostly, but just that super, super matte skin. And then do beaming highlight. I do want to talk to you guys about this highlight right here. I don't know if they still make this, but I just found this in my collection maybe 2 or 3 days ago. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Shimmerista. This is in the shade 505. Guys, this is absolutely the most insane loose highlighter I have ever seen in my life. I kind of want to swatch it for you because it really is so fantastic. Oh, it is not doing it justice. If you put it, I put this on the other day. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see the absolute insanity that is this highlighter? Like, it just kind of blew my mind. It is so multidimensional. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, I have been absolutely loving on this highlighter recently. Love it, love it, love it. If you can find it, definitely pick it up. I'm not sure if they make it anymore. So, I'm sorry. But this is the eye look, guys. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we love it? Would we wear this to just about anything? I know that I definitely would. I think it's so, so pretty. And kind of, my hair is trying to stick up every which way but down. I think it's so, so pretty. Perfect, smoky, absolutely gorgeous party eye. Like, ugh. Look, love it so much. For the lip today, I did use, oh my goodness, what did I use? I didn't even do a lip liner. I used one of the Maybelline, oh yes, I did. Okay, so I used, this is the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayon in the shade 55, Make It Happen. So absolutely gorgeous. The packaging is so, so cute. But my favorite thing about this is it does dry down. I'm talking a ton. So it's kind of trying to like migrate on me just a little bit, but for the most part, it doesn't move. It stays there. I've had this lip on for, I want to say 2 hours now, and it has not done anything. I have drank. I haven't really eaten anything, but I have drank. I smoked a cigarette, so we're still good. I don't even have to touch it up. I didn't have to use a lip liner. The thing I love about this is it's sharpenable, so you can like reshape the tip. So, so gorgeous. And the color is just absolutely phenomenal. It's just this really beautiful bright berry red that I just live for. I think it goes perfectly with this look. You could definitely pair this eye with a traditional red and it would be absolutely stunning. You could use a warmer red or a cooler red. I would stick with a cooler toned red, like a blue undertone red, just because I think it would kind of pull out a little bit more dimension in the eye look. But you do you. You do whatever you want to. That's all I have to say about this one, though, guys. I love you so, so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This, again, is look number 7. We have one more to go, and then I will be calling the winner for the giveaway. I am so excited. You guys just don't even know. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all 4 of those things on every single one of the 8 Days of Christmas videos, and every time you do, it gets you another entry into the giveaway. Guys, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to light somebody's day up. I don't know if it's life-changing or anything, but I know it's a really pretty palette, and I know I'd be super excited to win one. So I hope you guys are too. I love you so, so much. I know your time is precious. Thank you so much for spending it with me. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Please know that I love you so, so much. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And remember, you're important. Bye.